Check, check, check. Check, check. All right. All glory to Jesus Christ, God with us, Lord and Savior. Um, I'm just going to make sure that your trading view setup is finished. There's a couple things that I can't remember if is available in the very first video, or if it is, it's kind of buried. But one of the things is, two of the things are these indicators. One is sessions. So let's go here. Let's go to the 1 hour. Sessions is important because this way you can kind of see what our openings are looking like as far as we trade by sessions. There are three main sessions to trade in a 24-hour period. One is London Open, which I'm asleep for, unfortunately. The other is New York Open, which I trade, and the other is Asia Open, which I also try to trade. But life gets busy and all that. But here you can see what's happening during Asia, London, and New York. So let's zoom into a little bit so you can see sessions. This blue I have marked out as London. This orange I have New York AM session. The pink is New York PM session. We got a blank series there, and then the purple is Asia. So I am going to open up the settings on this. And it's just sessions. In order to add this, you're going to go to indicators. Where is that at? Indicators. And you're just going to look for FX market sessions. FX market sessions. So I'll hold this for a little bit so you can just double check or screenshot it. I don't use this. I think it was just kind of funny. FX market sessions. All right, now I'm going to go into the settings so that way you can look at this. This is my time zone. This will change depending where you're at. You can just copy mine if you want, but then you'd have to change your time zone every daylight savings time, which is kind of frustrating. So I might change this over to somewhere in the world where I don't have to worry about that. Maybe Amsterdam, Asia, somewhere else. But this way you can see. So you put your time zone, history 10, session 1 is London, extend, opening range, Fibonacci levels, then candles. And the same as just for all the other ones. Session 2, session 3, session 4, and then everything else I've just deselected. Keeps it simple and clean. If you're struggling using this, like I did because I didn't know what I was doing, as far as just being able to see the colors, how I see the colors is you just make sure that you're able to view it, because you see they go away as soon as you click on your chart, which, I don't know, how do I get it back? You just click on sessions. Okay. The next is volume. I use this sometimes to look at market maker involvement, to confirm the test phase of a Wyckoff schematic, which we will get into later. I don't use it all the time, but sometimes I do, and it adds up. So in order for that, you're just going to go look at volume and add that. Nothing special to it. You can change your colors like you can with anything else, which is pretty sweet. And then make sure that you have this here, your fixed range volume profile. Okay. This is important later down the line, and it's important for trade management. It's important for a lot of things, because what we're looking at here is we're looking at volume within the range that we're going to trade. So this thick black line here that I've set would be called the volume area low, or VAL. This thick black line up top here is the volume area high, or VAH. And this dotted orange line that I have, that's very visible for me, is called the point of control, POC. So these points kind of act like magnets, support or resistance within the range that you're trading. And how you find this is it's somewhere over here. Yeah, here it is. You'll find this little symbol here, fixed range volume profile. To add this on your main tools, just hit a star by it, and you can go in and change the settings to make sure that it's visible for you. Just make sure that you understand what volume area low, point of control, and volume area high are. And we will get into all those details when we start trading. Anyway, God bless. Jesus is King. Respect.